Let's be honest, if money were no object, we'd all be living our best sweet life on a cruise, sipping champagne in a private hot tub, watching the sunset from our aft-facing balcony. Butler service, priority everything, and enough space to actually unpack my suitcase? Sign me up.
But for most of us, money is an object. Here in the real world, most of us are trying to fit in maximum vacation joy into our available funds, without ending up in a room so small we have to step outside to change our minds.
So today in Cruising 101, Episode 3, we dive into one of the biggest decisions that'll affect the total cost of your cruise vacation: which cabin type to pick. In the last episode, we talked about how to snag the best cruise deal.
But even a great deal won't feel great if your cabin is a constant source of regret or discomfort. Here's the thing. If this is your once-in-a-lifetime cruise, then stop watching right now and book that balcony. Or better yet, if the stars align with your bank account, splurge on a suite. I'm serious, life is short and some experiences are worth stretching the budget for. Coffee on the balcony, afternoon sun, salt breeze naps, those are a big part of what cruising means to many of us. If this is your one big cruise, be sure to get those experiences.
But if you've caught the cruise bug and want to make the most of every voyage, choosing the right cabin turns into a strategic game of cruise ship chess. It's all about striking the right balance between your cabin budget, splurging on extras like Wi-Fi or drink packages, and saving enough to book your next adventure at sea.
Let's break down your options. In the cruise world, there are 3 standard room types that form the foundation of every ship's accommodations: interior, ocean view, and balcony. Think of them as the good, the better, and the honey, we're never leaving this room.
Interior cabins are the budget-conscious cruiser's best friend. They're perfect for travelers who plan to treat their cabin like a really expensive hotel room, somewhere to sleep, shower, and store their souvenir collection. These rooms pack all the essentials into a compact space, and let's be honest, when you're busy conquering the breakfast buffet or trying your luck at trivia night, you won't miss that ocean view. Interior cabins are also your secret weapon for last-minute bookings. While everyone else is fighting over the single remaining balcony, interior rooms often have plenty of availability, making them perfect for spontaneous cruise deals. However, no windows means no natural light, which can seriously mess with your internal clock. Some cruisers love the cozy, cave-like vibe, but if you're someone who needs a peaceful place to recharge, the lack of a view might feel more claustrophobic than calming.
Oceanview Cabins offer that crucial connection to the outside world without the premium price tag of a balcony. You get a window, natural light, a glimpse of the great blue beyond. But while you can see the ocean, you can't step outside and enjoy your morning coffee al fresco. You're essentially a maritime window shopper. You can look, but you can't touch. Like interior cabins, ocean views are often available for those last-minute booking opportunities we discussed in episode 2.
Balcony cabins are where the cruise magic happens. The private balcony becomes your personal retreat, perfect for romantic dinners, afternoon reading sessions, or just standing there feeling like the king of the world. Titanic pose optional. Balcony rooms may offer more interior space too, giving you room to actually unpack and pretend you live there. Of course, you'll pay a premium for this privilege, sometimes double or triple the cost of an interior cabin. And here's a truth bomb. Depending on your cruise destination, you might not use that balcony as much as you think. For instance, in the Caribbean, between island hopping and lounging by the pool, you might just find your balcony becomes the world's most expensive storage space for damp towels. On the other hand, if you're headed to Alaska or anywhere else with spectacular scenic cruising, a balcony is an absolute must. Nothing beats a front row seat to nature's greatest shows as you watch glaciers calve or spot whales from your private perch.
But remember, every passenger has access to all the ship's public areas. There are plenty of deck spaces with lounges and ocean views and outdoor seating areas just an elevator ride away from your cabin. That morning coffee and ocean gazing, it's still available on Deck 10, and you might even make friends while you're at it.
And that's where it gets interesting. Should you book 1 expensive balcony cruise or 2 interior cabin cruises for roughly the same cost? This becomes the ultimate conundrum for cruise addicts.
Now, let's talk about the suites, the penthouse apartments of the cruise world. Obviously, a suite is going to come with more room than any of the standard cruise cabins. You're not just getting a bed and a bathroom, you're getting a living space. Suites have separate sleeping and sitting areas, sometimes divided by a curtain, other times by actual walls and doors. Either way, you're not stuck playing furniture Tetris every time you want to open a suitcase or walk across the room. Bathrooms have full-size tubs instead of those tiny cruise showers, plus double vanities so there's no elbow dueling during toothbrush time. It's the little luxuries that make a big difference. Of course, some cruise lines take their top-tier suites to the next level. Virgin Voyages cranks it up to 11 with their Rockstar quarters. Yes, actual guitars and amplifiers included. Princess Sky Suites come with a telescope, perfect for stargazing or pretending you're the ship's official navigator. And Royal Caribbean, their multi-level ultimate family suites are basically floating playgrounds, complete with private slides, game rooms, and enough features to make the rest of us feel like we booked steerage by mistake.
Well, these ultra-luxury suites are way out of the reach for the average family, some costing over $10,000 per night. There are more attainable options for the rest of us. A regular suite might still be a splurge, but well-deserved for a big anniversary or milestone trip. For families, a suite might actually be more cost-effective than booking 2 adjoining balcony rooms, especially when you factor in the extra perks.
Wait, extra perks?
Oh yes, a suite isn't just about the room, it's about the extras. Most major cruise lines now offer a ship-within-a-ship experience, a concept pioneered by MSC. These exclusive areas give suite guests access to their own private enclave, a VIP resort tucked inside a floating city. MSC has their original yacht club, Norwegian has the Haven, Princess rolled out the Sanctuary Club on their new Sun and Star Princess ships. Royal Caribbean's biggest ship features an entire suite neighborhood. Even Carnival has stepped into the game with their Havana Staterooms and Loft 19. So, what do you get? Private dining rooms far from the buffet stampede, exclusive pools and hot tubs, and concierge service to help with priority bookings for shows, shore excursions, and spa appointments. Basically, it's like flying private while the rest of us are standing in the TSA line hoping they won't confiscate our water bottle.
Pro tip, you don't always need a full suite to tap into the good life. The MSC Yacht Club includes a few balcony cabins. Princess offers mini suites in their Reserve collection. Carnival's Havana is a mix of room types. These rooms come with suite-style perks without the suite-size price tag.
Choosing your cabin type is only half the battle. Location on the ship can be just as crucial as the room category itself.
Some of the most coveted spots on any ship are the aft-facing cabins, and it's easy to see why. Watching the ship's wake trail into the horizon is nothing short of mesmerizing, especially at sunset. Aft balconies also tend to be less windy than the side-facing ones, making them ideal for peaceful breakfasts without chasing your napkin across the deck. Be warned, these cabins are usually priced at a premium and sell out fast.
Forward-facing cabins offer front-row views as you approach new destinations, a thrilling way to start each port day. However, on some older ships, these cabins sit just behind secret public decks, meaning curious cruisers might stroll right past your window.
Our personal favorite cabin location? One deck below the buffet. We often cruise without a drink package, so we rely on free beverages. Water, iced tea, juice, coffee. Here's an insider tip. Most bars don't serve these complimentary drinks, but the buffet always has self-serve drink stations. Being close to these oases can save you multiple exhibitions across the ship.
If we can't score a cabin near the buffet, our next pick is close to the elevators. Most cabin decks are residential only, so elevators are your lifeline to dining, shows, pools, and everything else. Being nearby means a shorter hallway hike when you forget your sunglasses or your phone. Yes, it's true, both of these locations, below the buffet and near the elevators, have a reputation for noise, but in our experience, peace and quiet in your stateroom is more about your neighbors. A loud cabin mate 2 doors down will cause more disruption than a buffet overhead. That said, engine noise on the lower decks, especially near the bow, can be a real issue.
One aspect of cabin selection that I seldom hear mentioned is which side of the ship is preferable. In theory, the port or left side faces the pier, offering better port views, and a prime spot to heckle late arriving pier runners. But in practice, especially in the Caribbean, the gangway could be on either side.
For round-trip cruises, views are usually similar on both sides, but for one-way itineraries, it can make a difference. For instance, a port-side balcony on an Alaska cruise from Seattle to Anchorage means you'll be treated to a beautiful sunset every night.
Now, if you enjoy the spa facilities on your cruise, many lines offer special spa staterooms. These rooms include access to thermal suites, exclusive relaxation areas, and sometimes in-room spa amenities like premium bathrobes and bath products. They're typically located near the spa facilities so you can roll out of bed and into your massage without even touching an elevator.
Now, an important note is that these specialty cabin categories cost extra, so you're not getting perks for free. However, if you were planning to use these services anyway, booking the specialty cabin often includes the access plus extras for less than you'd pay a la carte. Here's the beautiful irony of cruise cabin selection. Sometimes booking a cheaper room gives you more of what you actually care about. That interior cabin savings, it could cover a beverage package, specialty dining, unforgettable shore excursions, or Wi-Fi, because obviously your friends need to see those real-time beach selfies. So ask yourself, what really enhances your cruise experience? Are you the type to spend hours on your balcony with a book and a breeze? Or are you more likely to be hopping from bar to bar in search of the ship's best margarita? Choosing the perfect cabin is a lot like choosing the perfect cruise, just like we discussed back in episode 1. It all comes down to your priorities, your budget, and your personal cruise style. If you're still not sure which type is right for you, check out this video about the absolute worst cabin to book. But at the end of the day, there's no wrong choice. The best cabin is the one that gets you on the ship and out to sea.
Next time in our Cruising 101 series, we will unpack the art of cruise packing. I know, you've probably already seen a video or two about the subject, but we have a few ideas that might surprise you. So stay tuned.
Until then, whether you're cruising in the smallest interior cabin or a multi-level family suite, remember,
Adventure awaits.